So, hello guys, what's up? It's me again, si Alicia nyo at nagbabalik ulit para sa ating panibagong video. So, ngayon nga po mga minamahal, hinahamon po ni Ka Eric Celis itong si Congressman Paduano. At yung pinakamalala pa dito, tinawag niya pa itong kalderong NPA. Yan po yung claim mga minamahal ni Ka Eric dahil gusto niyang ipamuka na siya daw po ay naging miyembro ng National Operation Command ng NPA. So pinapalabas niya na hinahanap at tinutugis niya pala dati itong si Congressman Paduano dahil nga po sa pagtataksil at itong si Paduano daw po ay nagtago. Yan po yung claim ni Ka Eric. Ipanood ko muna sa inyo yung video mga minamahal para masabi nyo na totoo yung sinasabi ko. Ito.
Kilala ko po ang background nito sapagkat isang region kami pinanggalingan. Sa Western Visayas din po. Siya ay Negros galing, ako ay Iloilo. Iloilo City. Ang pangalan na gamit niya na noon ng sa RPA na siya Karapali Luwalhati. Kasi mahilig sa Luwalhati.
Yun, itong birador na to.
Itong napagkilalang birador.
Sino to ulit? Para alam nila.
Si Boy Contempt si Calderong NPA. Pero NPA at sinipa at nagbuo ng grupo na tinatawag na RPA ABB.
Parte na siya ng kalaban na ng ABA.
Kalaban. Aminin ko sa inyo, isa yan sa primary target namin noon na sa National Operations Command ako. Ang inabot ang boss niya, si Arturo Tabara. Dito sa SM Perdion na sa Suli, ang isa si Romulo Quintanar. While Quintanar was the general commander of the NPA before, he was not part of the RPA ABB. So noong mga 1980s, hindi pa po ako NPA, hindi pa ako CPP. Ang kanyang kakolektibo.
Narinig ninyo mga minamahal, tinawag niya po itong kalderong NPA at beside, pinaghahanap daw po nila ni Ka Eric at ng grupo niya itong si Paduano nung siya ay miyembro pa lamang po ng National Operation Command ng New People's Army. Oh my goodness, talaga namang itong si Ka Eric naman, napaka sinungaling. Kumbaga sa madaling sabi, kinakantsawan niya mga minamahal itong si Paduano. Itong si Paduano legit talaga na naging parte ng komunistang grupo. Kasi imagine may grupo siyang RPA at pag naririnig mga minamahal, yung revolutionary group ni Paduano, yung mga sundalo noon, yung military forces, talagang totoong natatakot, umaatras. Itong si Ka Eric hindi naman totoong miyembro ng New People's Army. Yung alam nyo kung ano yung totoo dito kay Ka Eric? Naging miyembro siya ng drug syndicate. Yun yung totoo. Naging editor, activist, at naging miyembro ng drug syndicate. Doon sa Iloilo, mga minamahal, sa mag-asawang Udikta. Yan yung totoo dito kay Ka Eric. Gusto nyo malaman yung katotohanan kay Ka Eric? Sige. Meron tayong source. At yung source na to galing sa isang attorney na kaibigan, classmate, at doon tumira si Ka Eric nung panahon ng 2006 nung pinaghahanap itong si Ka Eric ng mga militar, ng mga sundalo. Kasi siya yung naging muka na tinuturo na siya daw po ay New People's Army head doon sa Panay. So siya po mga minamahal ang tinuturo, kaya itong si Ka Eric nagtago. Okay. Ito source natin to sharing the truth about Jeffrey Celis or Ka Eric Almendras. Okay. By Attorney Jobert I. Pahilga. Ito yung facts, basahin natin mga minamahal. Facts po ito galing sa kanyang kaibigan, galing sa kanyang classmate, at galing sa kanyang pinagtulugan noong mga panahon na siya ay hinahanap ng mga military personnel. Alright. Number 1. Basahin ko sa inyo Mr. Celis did not and never studied at UP Diliman. Diba sinungaling talaga itong si Celis? Ang sabi niya nag-aral daw siya mga minamahal doon sa UP. Diba? I know this because he was my schoolmate at Western Visayas State University in 1988. He was studying at Iloilo City High School, ICHS. He then studied at the Western Visayas State University or WVSU from 1989 to 1994. There he became an editor of Forum Dimension, the official student publication of Western Visayas State University, Mr. Celis was a friend. We were both a student activist at Western Visayas State University. So yung facts dito, si Celis is full-time activist. Diyan pa lang sa number one statement ni Attorney Jobert Pahelga. Pangalawa, from 1994, Celis became a full-time activist until 2004. He was the spokesperson of Bagong Alyansang Makabayan sa Panay, sa bayan ng Panay, and became its chairperson in 2000 until 2004. So, full-time activist siya. So, dahil magaling itong si Celis sa pagiging aktivista, naging chairperson siya, mga minamahal, ng Bagong Alyansa Makabayan sa Panay, sa bayan ng Panay, noong 2000 and 2004. Pangatlo, in 2006, Jeffrey asked for my help. Humingi ng tulong itong si Lolo nyo Celis na nagtatapang-tapangan. Diba? He told me his life was in danger from the military and those wanted a sanctuary. I allowed him to stay in our house in Metro Manila for several days. And then in my friend's house, and my clients provided him allowance because he had no work and he had a valid fears to be killed by the military as he was the face of the left in Panay Island, particularly in Iloilo City at that time. So, nagigets niya na, nandito sa paragraph number 3, itong si Celis taong 2006, natatakot, fear for his lives, mga minamahal, na siya po ay hinahanap ng military forces bilang muka, mga minamahal, ng New People's Army or ng CPP doon sa bayan ng Panay. So, nakitira itong si Celis doon sa kaibigan niya at classmate niya na si Attorney Jobert I. Pahelga. At pinatira naman ito ni Jobert Pahelga ng ilang araw at wala naman pong trabaho itong si Celis. Kaya, yung mga kliyente, mga minamahal ni Jobert Pahelga ang nagbigay sa kanya ng allowance para makarecover. Number 4, from 2006 until 2017, Jeffrey and I frequently met in Metro Manila at those times. He was also staying in Tagaytay City at his uncle's house or the vacation houses his uncle maintained. In February 2008, he permanently stayed in Tagaytay City to teach English language courses in Korean school, which I, Jeffrey, and his uncle helped put up. So, nagturo itong si Celis, mga minamahal, para syempre mabuhay na din siguro. Naging teacher siya nung mga panahon na iyon, 2008. After that, number 5 na tayo. In 2008, he told me he wanted to work abroad as waiter but he was afraid that there might be pending cases against him. Okay, so he sought the help of the late Raul Gonzales, then Secretary of Justice under President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, to check whether these are cases filed against him. But he was not able to leave for abroad as he supposedly failed in table setting. O bobo kasi itong si Celis, hindi nakapasa, mga minamahal, so that hindi siya nakaalis ng bansa. At beside, baka meron talaga siyang kaso. Number 6, in December 2008, he returned to Iloilo City. Nagbalik siya sa Iloilo, mga minamahal, kasi taga Iloilo itong si Eric Celis. In March 2009, he worked at Iloilo City Hall as political liaison of officer of Mayor Jerry Treñas. So, nagtrabaho siya nung 2009 na to, ha? Nagtrabaho siya sa Iloilo City Hall bilang political liaison ng isang mayor na si Jerry Treñas. Number 8. In July 2009, Celis worked at Northern Summer as community facilitator and organizer for a joint project of Masipag and Plan Philippines. In February 2010, he left the project and returned to Iloilo City again. Okay. Nagtrabaho sa Northern Summer si Celis taong 2009. Siguro isang taon lang, iniwan niya din yung kanyang trabaho. Number 9 na tayo. In August or September 2009, I met him in Northern Summer when I had a hearing for a case involving a political prisoner. I then sought his advice for my plan to run the position of municipal mayor of my hometown in Antique. Nung nagkita sila ni Pahelga, mga minamahal, binigyan ng advice ni Celis itong si Pahelga na bakit hindi ka na lang tumakbo dyan sa lugar ninyo. Yun yung kanilang pagkikita, nagchika-bum-bum pa. Number 10. December 2009, before going back to Iloilo, Mr. Celis went to our house in Manila to further discuss my plan. And then I sought my advice. Okay. Lilinawin ko, mga minamahal. May plano pala itong si Pahelga na tumakbo bilang alkalde ng kanilang hometown doon sa Antique. So, noong December 2009, nagkita sila ni Celis, mga minamahal, para pag-usapan yung plano. Then, from February until 2010, we frequently meet in Iloilo City. He also would go to our house in my hometown at that time. Celis also served as a political strategist of then Mayor and Vice Mayor Jed Mabilog, who was intending to run for mayor in 2010 election. He actively campaigned for Mabilog during the election and also acted as panelist in the COMELEC-sponsored candidate forum for candidates vying for the local elective posts in the city as well as the province of Iloilo. Facts po yun kay Celis, ha. Number 11. Huwag kayong mainip, mga minamahal, kasi i-discuss din natin dito, i-discuss din kasi dito, mga minamahal, na hindi siya talaga totoong New People's Army member. So, in June 11, kinukwento lang ni Pahelga, mga minamahal, yung totoong pagkatao ni Ka-Eric, ni Celis. In June 2010, after Mr. Mabilog won the mayoralty position of the Iloilo, Celis was given a plum position in the City Hall. He then was reportedly able to corner 3 lots instead of 1 only in Barangay So-Okay, Arevalo District, and stayed there with his family that earned him graft suits from his nemesis Manuel Mejorada before the ombudsman. Ako, Diyos ko, may kaso pa pala itong si Celis, mga minamahal, na graft. So, number 12, Mayor Mabilog was re-elected in 2013 and in 2016. Celis remained at his service and later became his spokesperson. Number 13, ito na yung tinutukoy ko sa inyo na itong si Celis ay hindi naman talaga miyembro ng CPP, bagkus siya po ay miyembro ng drug syndicate. In 2015, ito na, he was linked to the so-called drug syndicate of spouses Melvin and Miriam Odicta of Iloilo City. It was afraid that spouses Odicta even gave him a car and M16 rifle. So, binigyan pala itong si Celis, mga minamahal, ng asawang mag-Odicta na si Melvin at Miriam ng kotse at M16 rifle. Number 14, on August 7, 2016, President Duterte prominently mentioned Celis' name as a drug personality in Iloilo City and referred to him as Bayan Congressman Celis. During that time, President Duterte also mentioned the name of Mayor Mabilog as drug protector in Iloilo City. Number 15 na tayo. On August 29, 2016, spouses Odicta were killed at Katiklan, Jetty Port, sa Tietre, mga minamahal. And itong si Celis naman ay nawawala. Habang itong si Mabilog ay lumipad ng abroad. Yun yung kwento ni Celis. Kasi itong si Pahelga, nakasama niya si Celis from 1990 plus hanggang sa 2016. Hanggang 2016 niya lang nakasama itong si Celis. At itong si Celis ay nawawala pa during nung si Duterte ang naging presidente. So ngayon, ano yung katotohanan dito kay Celis? Mr. Celis did not study in UP when his lie was uncovered. He changed his tone And as Palusot said that was part of the strategy to hide his identity, was he a member of New People's Army, much more of the National Operation Command as he claimed. So sinabi niya na graduate siya sa UP, pero nung nabuklo siya, sinabi niya na palusot niya lang daw po yun at strategy niya daw po yun para maitago ang kanyang identity. Dahil siya na nga daw po, mga minamahal, ay naging miyembro at kiniklaim niya na miyembro siya ng National Operation Command ng New People's Army. So, how can he became of the NPA in 1994 to 2004 when he was an active student and mass leader of the legal activists in Iloilo City? Kasi ang claim, mga minamahal, ni Celis from 1994 to 2004, naging miyembro siya ng CPP, ng komunistang teroristang grupo. When he was an activist and student and mass leader of the legal activists in Iloilo City. So, paano mangyayari yun? Ikaw ay isang full-time aktivista at active student noong mga panahong iyon at naging editor ka pa nga, di ba? So, he was even the spokesperson and became the chairperson of Bayan Panay from 2000 to 2004. During those times, but the military on the several occasions tagged him as the New People's Army member, but he categorically denied that and said that he was not involved in any way in armed struggle. So, dininay niya pa nga eh. Nung hinahanap siya taong 2006, di ba alam ninyo, nabasa natin kanina, nagtago siya sa bahay ni Pahelga. At yung mga kliyente, mga minamahal ni Pahelga, ang nagbigay sa kanya ng sustento para mabuhay. Dininay niya na siya ay miyembro ng armadong komunistang teroristang grupo. Di ba? Dininay niya yun. From 2006 to 2008, he was either in Manila or in Tagaytay. He even taught English language course for Korean in Tagaytay for 8 months from February 2008 to December 2008. So, paano nangyari na ikaw ay naging activist? I mean, naging armed struggled. Diba kasi when you say New People's Army, dapat nandun ka sa bundok at nakikipaglaban. Meron kang hawak na baril. Meron kang hawak na na kung ano pa mang sandata yan. Kaso wala naman. Aktivista ka lang talaga during that time. So, from March 2009 until June 2009, he also worked as political liaison officer of Mayor Triñas. Then in July 2009 until February 2010, he worked in the Northern Samar as the community field facilitator and organizer for Masipag Plan Project for Masipag and Plan Philippine Joint Project. So, paano nangyari yun, Celis? Diba? Kung hindi ka ba naman sinungaling? From 2009 until 2010, he was helping me prepare for 2010 election. Tinulungan mo pa nga itong si Pahelga para sa kanyang electoral campaign. Diba? From 2010 until the May 2010, he was a panelist for COMELEC-sponsored Candidates Forum Radio program and worked as the political strategist of Vice Mayor Mabilog, who was also running for mayoralty position of Iloilo City at that time. So from July 10 until February 2016, he was working at the City Hall of Iloilo. He even acted as the spokesperson of Mayor Mabilog. These facts, which easily can be verified by the official record. So, hindi nagsisinungaling si Mabilog. Sabi niya, ito mga sinabi ko, pwede niyo yung ma-verified sa mga official record. Believe and destroy the allegation of Mr. Celis and Jen Paralade, and that their claims are illogical, contrary to experience, the common sense, much less met, universally accepted standard of credible, competent, and admissible evidence. 'Di ba? So, mga minamahal, dito, pumunta tayo dito sa A Shot of Redemption. After Mr. President linked him to the drug activist in Iloilo City, Mr. Celis suddenly disappeared from public view while Mayor Mabilog fled abroad. Since that time, no one in Iloilo City heard from Mr. Celis anymore. So, nalink kasi itong si Celis, mga minamahal, sa drug syndicate ng Odicta family sa Dragon Drug Syndicate at hinahanap ka nga ni Digong, 'di ba? Now, kaya nga siguro naging tuta-tutaan na itong si Celis ngayon ni Digong. Pansinin ninyo? Para mailigtas at maisalba ang kanyang buhay, kumakampi kay Digong. Now, he suddenly reappeared as the star witness of Jen Paralarde. Mr. Celis is claiming that he is doing all of this to redeem himself, but facts do not lie. Anyway, wag na natin basahin yan, mga minamahal. So, sa madaling sabi, na-viewed na natin yung katotohanan patungkol dito kay Mr. Celis. So, ngayon, ang punto dito, nilalait mo itong si Paduano na kalderong CPP-NPA-NDF or kalderong komunistang tao, ikaw nga in the first place, hindi ka nga naging miyembro. 'Di ba? Hindi ka nga sumabak sa bundok. Full activist ka. Ang totoo sa'yo, drug lord ka. Yan yung totoo sabi ni Jobert Pahelga. Na isang kaibigan mo at classmate mo nung kayo ay nag-aaral sa Western Visayas State University. Yan yung totoo sa buhay mo. So, ano yung kiniklaim mo ngayon na ikaw ay naging miyembro from 1994 to 2004 bilang komunistang teroristang armadong grupo na in the first place, hindi ka naman talaga naging miyembro. Isa ka lamang pong full-time activist. Iba yung aktivista sa totoong miyembro. So, ngayon, ano yung inaamok mo dyan? Ano yung sinasabi mo na kaldero itong si Paduano? Hindi ka pa nga sumasabak doon sa bundok. 'Di ba? Tumunog na yung manok. At isa pa, itong si Bato de la Rosa, kupal din to. Bago ka makapagsabi na itong si Paduano ay duwag, kasi kesyo daw mga minamahal, hindi daw to nakipaglaban doon sa Mindanao, ikaw nga din in the first place, hindi ka pa din nakikipaglaban, nakikipagbakbakan. From graduate mo sa PMA, naging PNP ka na. Oo, dyan ka sa PNP, hindi ka naman naging AFP, hindi ka naman sumasabak sa mga insurgency. So, kayo ni Bato de la Rosa, kayo yung mga duwag. Kayo yung mga kupal. 'Di ba? Tapos, ang lakas mo pang mag-amok na itong si Paduano, hinanap ninyo sa National Operation Command. Ay, naku, wag kami. Niloloko mo na naman kami, Celis. Sinungaling ka nga nung sinabi mong graduate ka sa UP Diliman eh. 'Di ba? Alright, mga minamahal. So, yun po. It's me again, Alicia Nyo, at nagbabalik ulit para sa ating panibagong video.